There's not a single country in the world that is debt-free, not one. Even the wealthiest nations are in debt. The United States now owes more than $38 trillion. The European Union carries around $14 trillion in debt. Japan is close to $9 trillion. Oil-rich nations, major exporters, industrial powerhouses, all of them are debtors. At this point, one simple question comes to mind. If everyone is in debt, then who is the creditor? Most people think of debt in one direction. Debt is bad. Debt is weakness. Debt is a heavy burden. But when it comes to the global system, the picture shifts completely. Because debt, in the modern world, is not just a burden. It is a structural pillar. Today, no economy can sustain itself without debt. Wars, crises, periods of growth and collapses, all of them are built on debt. When you stop and analyze debt more closely, you realize something important. The world is not indebted to a single place, not to China, not to the United States, and not even to banks alone. The world is, in fact, indebted to itself. But even though this may sound harmless, not everyone benefits equally from this cycle. So how did we get here? How did this system begin? The answer is not where you might expect. Not on Wall Street and not in modern banks. It began on BTCCDN battlefields. Wait, let's go back to the year 1694. England is at war with France. Armies are expensive. The war is long and the treasury is empty. There is no gold left. The king has only one option: borrow money from those who have it. He turns to merchants and says, "Give me money now, and I will pay you regular interest. I will guarantee it with the taxes I collect in the future." This agreement may sound simple, but it changed the course of history. To manage these debts, the Bank of England was created. For the first time, the state began systematically spending money it had not yet earned. What it offered in return was not gold, but a promise. Not an ordinary promise, but one that could be bought, sold, and transferred. Today we call this a government bond. The idea worked. France adopted it. The Netherlands refined it. And the United States used this debt model to make its war of independence possible, and later to expand westward. And with this, a crucial perception changed. Debt was no longer a source of shame. It became a signal of trust. If you were able to borrow, people believed in you. If they were willing to lend you money, they believed you would stand back up. In earlier eras, empires conquered land and extracted gold. In the modern age, states began lending money and extracting interest. Swords were replaced by contracts. Maps lost their power. Balance sheets took their place. Today, debt has become the world's largest product. Everyone has debt, but at the same time, everyone is also a creditor. Governments, banks, companies, citizens. Everyone is part of this network. The pension funds, money in bank accounts, even insurance systems are tied, somewhere along the line, to government debt. Take the United States as an example. Because U.S. debt is not just a national issue, it is a cornerstone of the global system. Out of the $38 trillion in debt, the majority is not owned by China. Most of it is held by American banks, pension funds, investment funds, and even the Federal Reserve itself. In other words, a large portion of U.S. debt is owed to its own people and institutions. Yes, Japan and China do hold U.S. Treasury bonds, but this represents only a small percentage of the total. The claim that the U.S. is indebted to China sounds dramatic, but it does not reflect the full reality. What actually happens